Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to A1R Psychic Radio. I'm Linda Willow Roberts. Thank you for joining me on my Am A Manifestor show. We talk about how to manifest, how to get the way of life that you want. But just for the beginning, let's just take a breath, become present, make sure your arms and your legs aren't crossed, and just take a big deep breath in. Hold for 4. Breathe out. And we're present, we're in the now. So that's where we want to be. And I'm just really, when I breathe in, I breathe into my heart. So that's what I'd really like you to do. If you want to become present, breathe into your heart space, because that's the best place to breathe into, so you're giving yourself some energy. Wow, what a big week for Australia. I'm a bit proud of Australia this week, I must add. Regardless of what your views are, we got the yes vote through this week for gay marriages. I'm not gay, but I did vote yes, I will say that. But the thing that amazed me the most was when the yes vote come through, everybody I've talked to that is spiritual, we got goosebumps, which we call God bumps, and it's clarification of and confirmation of sometimes, and we call them God bumps. But everybody I talked to spiritually said that they got God bumps, and it was just like that we could feel this massive unconditional love, and it just makes me realise and just anchor into me more that when you get a collective amount of people, and it was 7 million people that voted yes, together, all thinking about love, how much it just ripples out and just goes everywhere. And it was just such a beautiful thing. And to the left of me, I've just got everybody on the live feed on Facebook. Thank you very much for joining me. We're going to take a couple of calls this show. We're going to talk about manifesting. Let's manifest love for everybody. So if you can at some point today, tomorrow, whenever, just, send out love around the world. Whatever your belief systems are, just send love out around the world. And wow, I can tell you, when 7 million people think about love in an unconditional way, we feel it. It's just, like I said, it ripples out around the world. It's just absolutely amazing. So we have Nicole to talk to in Toronto. So, Nicole, how are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm really good. I'm extra good.
That's
what can I
nice.
do for you today? It is, isn't it? What can I do for you today?
I'm just having a little bit of issues. I've known somebody that I feel to be my twin soul for about 4 years now, but we've been communicating off and on. We've never really had a relationship. I just wanted to know if there's anything that's going to be happening anytime soon, or I need to move on.
Okay.
I'm just confused.
That's all right. Well, we're going to consult the I'm A Manifestor Magical Oracle cards, which are my oracle cards that I've had published this year by a White Light Publishing House. So let's have a look. Okay. So, Nicole, regarding your twin flame or soul connection that you have with this person, I feel we have lots of soulmates that come in, and they either are there to teach us a lesson, or they're there for our connection and for growth. So let's have a look. So we'll see where you are at this particular point in time at manifesting a twin flame or the best partner for your highest good. So I'll just have a look and see what the cards have to say. Okay, so the card that I got up today for you was dreaming. Okay, so in reference to what you're talking about, sometimes, Nicole, when we're manifesting something, we think we know what is for our highest good. But Spirit can actually see everything. It's like the Eye of Horus, the archetype from Egypt. They can fly over and they can see everything that we cannot. So when I'm talking to somebody about manifesting a partner for them, I talk to them about asking Spirit and partnering with Spirit to bring in the perfect partner for your highest good. Okay. So that's where we would start to manifest that. So when we're manifesting for your highest good, we're giving over to Spirit so that we can actually get somebody in our life that's for our highest good. Now, the other thing that we do when we're manifesting somebody in our life that is the perfect person for our highest good is the card dreaming comes up, because we then start to think about what feelings do you want to have when you're in a partnership with somebody for your highest good. So instead of thinking about the qualities that person has or what they look like, or what you think a relationship with that person might be, I want you to start thinking about and dreaming and daydreaming about what feelings you want to have in a relationship. Okay. So that you're thinking about how you want to feel. I'm single at the moment. I've been married twice, and it's taken me a lot of unpacking of stuff to finally become happy with myself, and love myself. So if I was to ask you what you want to feel like in a relationship with somebody for your highest good, what are the feelings would you like to have?
Loved, happy, understood.
Yeah.
Cared for.
Yes. So if you start thinking about and daydreaming about those feelings and start feeling those feelings, then you're going to get the person that comes in that is the right person for you.
Okay.
So with the relationship that's not moving forward that you've for 4 years, what I would do with that, because I don't feel like this person is the person for your highest good, and I think that you, at a gut feeling, sort of know that, because it would have actually happened.
We used to talk before, and basically we stopped. It started getting really low. He's a teacher at my daughter's school, and there's another woman in the situation to where she is a friend of his, but wanted more. That wasn't going to happen, and so she turned her resentment towards me, to where she threatened him that because I'm a parent of a child at the school, that he shouldn't have communications with me. I guess they've been friends for a while, so he kind of listened to her. And I had written him a note just to say, you're a very nice person, and, I would just like to get to know you as friends, maybe go out for a coffee or something. And I guess we took the letter from him and read it. Long story short, he ended up showing it to the principal, and when I went to visit the principal, they had said to me that he doesn't want to get in trouble, that he'd rather be professional. And but the letter that he gave the principal, he photocopied it. So even this has been like about 2 years ago now, and every time she sees me, she will give me this mocking look, like, haha, you're such a loser kind of look, so very high school, immature stuff.
We know that you're not a loser, and we know that in your heart that you want to be loved and those sorts of things. But, darling, all of those things are other people's stories, and really I'm not interested in her or him or the principal. Yeah. I'm interested in you. And at any given point in time in that situation with how those things unfolded, I would have said to you, ask, how does this make me feel? And I can imagine that it didn't make you feel very good, so therefore it's not right for you.
Yeah.
So that's what you ask yourself at any given situation. We're talking about manifesting wonderful things in your life and the perfect partner for you, and we're really looking at how your life is unfolding. So I'd like you to think more about every time you're in a situation, how is this making me feel? So I can imagine that didn't make you feel very good, darling.
Oh, no, not at all.
No. So, and that happened 2 years ago. So it's time for you to start becoming nurturing to you. Start to let go and forgive and start dreaming about, what it is that you want, the feelings that you want to have, and start feeling those. Because I really think that you get quite a few good dreams that are interpreted to you, and I think that you really need to start loving yourself more.
Yeah. That's true.
Okay? Yeah, it is, because none of that served you well. I used to have a saying with my two husbands, and really now I've take care of me a little bit, and I'm going to swear, and I apologise. Bleep me out. You can't make shit into strawberry jam. It doesn't work. Okay, so if it's crap, then you can't make it into strawberry jam.
Yeah.
So
I understand.
So I really would like you to start thinking about how you're feeling, and about working with spirit and thinking about the things that you want to feel in a relationship, and start daydreaming about that, and start bringing things into your life that are making you feel that. So somebody else can't make us happy, and somebody else can't make us content. We need to feel that ourselves, and then law of attraction will mirror that. So start daydreaming and start thinking about the feelings that you'd like to have, and don't have somebody specific in mind, because Spirit will take care of that for your highest good.
Okay.
Does that make sense to you?
Yes, it does. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. And please, Nicole, look after yourself, put you first, and start thinking about, when you're in situations and doing things, how does this make me feel? And you are your best guide.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much.
Okay. Love to you. Bye. Thank you for calling, Nicole.
Thank you.
It's so tough. Our hearts, we want that connection. Sometimes we crave that connection. But it's really like, if I hadn't have done all the work and let go of things and, unpacked, and emptied the heart out a little bit so that I could put, new things back in. It's really important to put it out to Spirit for your highest good. They know, they can connect you. We're at a time now in the world, in humanity, that we're all radiating at a 5D, which is unlimited manifestation and having those soul connections. And so we get a little bit mucked up with what we want, what we think it's going to look like. So if you can put it out to Spirit to bring in love for your highest good, you're in front already. So our next caller is Lisa in Birmingham, Alabama. Hi, Lisa.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, I'm making it.
You're what, sorry?
I'm fine. I'm making it.
You're fine, you're making it. Sorry, your accent is wonderful compared to my plain Australian. I'm in Tasmania, so that's a little island off the bottom of Australia. So your accent is absolutely lovely. Now, I'm a manifestor, I'm a clairvoyant and a psychic. What is it that I can help you with today?
Oh, me and my husband are having problems. He doesn't have children, and there's a lot of animosity between him and my grown children.
Yeah. That's really tough, isn't it? Because one thing about I'm a mum too, one thing when we have children, we forget ourselves first, and then we look after our children. They become first to us. And then as they grow up and we start getting back in touch with ourselves, we need to come first. So, you know, it's probably a balancing act for you, trying to keep them happy and him happy.
Yes, it is.
But are you keeping you happy?
No, I'm not.
Okay, let's pull a card for you. So I'm using my I'm a Manifestor Magical Oracle cards. And I'm going to pull a card, and one flew out, two fell out. But that's not the card that came out, that's for you. So this is the card that came out for you. It's called the Sacred Place. So what the Sacred Place is about is you going somewhere that recharges your batteries, that you connect mind, body and soul. Somewhere that you get to go that's for you. Because you can't fill from an empty cup, and you can't keep everybody happy. You know, sometimes things that happen are their lessons to learn. So you've got to look after yourself. So, you know, a sacred place can be somewhere that you can go by a river or an ocean that fuels your, recharges your batteries. Sometimes it can be going back to your roots, somewhere that you were born, somewhere that everybody just knows you and you can just be yourself and nothing's expected of you. But that's where you need to connect for you. Does that resonate with you?
Yes, it does.
So, Lisa, where is your sacred place? Where makes you feel like your batteries are recharged?
I like to just get out and walk, you know, out in the woods and a quiet place.
Yeah. So that's something that you're needing, that connection, and you're probably needing to do it a little bit more. You know, how long have you and your partner been married?
4 years.
Yeah. So that's 4 years that we've just had in both the calls today. So that's the struggle, isn't it, trying to balance. But just remember that what I said is you can't make everybody happy. That's when you deplete yourself. That's when you try and make them into people they are not. And that's what we can't do. What we've got to do is we've got to, you know, connect mind, body and soul, ground ourselves, start feeling good about ourselves. And when situations happen, then you're better to deal with them. You actually can sit down and you can actually talk to them. You know, instead of the animosity, find a different way. If people aren't happy in your home, get them to write it down. Start a new trend. You know, we do this in when we're talking about relationships, is say 5 things a day that you're grateful for that person. So whether it be your children or your husband, start telling them 5 things every day that you're grateful for. It's really hard because mums are the glue that keeps it all together. Sorry, guys, but they really are the glue that keeps it all together. The matriarch of the family. And sometimes we get a little bit forgotten. So if you've got to you know, go out of your way to look after yourself so that you can, you know, work with them to make your home a little bit better, then do that. And remember, your home is your castle. That's where you need to feel safe and happy and loved and all of those things and nurtured. So, you know, there's some strategies that you can do to help you cope with them. Does that resonate with you, Lisa?
Yes, it does. Because I
wish I
feel
could give...
mentally and emotionally drained.
Yeah. So you need to fill yourself back up. So you need to remember what you say is what you get also. So I know that when you're in a situation, it's so bloody hard to think outside the square. That's why you need to take yourself away, go for the walks, have a break. And remember that, what you say is what you get. So to go over and over and over in your mind about it, it's just the universe will mirror that and bring more of it. So you need to also get into a grateful place. So when you're going for your walks and you're connecting mind, body and soul, you can start being grateful. And then, like I said, bring some, 5 grateful affirmations to your kids or your partner each day, so that you're starting to bring more of that in, because that's what you want more of. Sometimes like I said, they've got to learn their own lessons and they've got to work it out themselves. So you need to feel your well. So I hope that that's helped you. I feel like there's one of your children that's actually got a beautiful soft heart, and this is this is quite emotional to see for her. Can you resonate with that?
Mhm.
So that's where you need to use your grateful. I'm grateful that I have you. I'm grateful that you're there, and and you're actually starting to put the gratitude back into them as well. But you need to start to feel that. So is it possible for you to go off into the bush on a regular for a walk?
Oh, yes.
Yep.
Mhm.
So do you think that you have enough motivation to be able to do that? Because I do know once you're emotionally drained, it's really hard to get up and get going.
Yes, it is. But if I want things to get better, then I gotta put forth that effort.
Yeah, I think you do. And I think that once you create the momentum and start feeling a little bit better for you, that, there's a ripple effect from that. And bring some fun. It gets to the point too when that sort of happens that everything becomes too serious. And I'm just talking to you at this point in time about you, so I'm wanting you to feel and go to your sacred space and feel you with gratitude about being alive. But I also want you to bring some fun back into your life, and I want you to, do some things that make you laugh. We raise our vibrations by putting music on and dancing and things like that. So anything that you can do that lightens everything for you, because I think it's really, really serious. So what do you think about putting some music on and doing some dancing?
I think I would enjoy it.
I know, isn't it fun? I love doing that.
Mm-hmm.
I have been a little bit, up and down this week. It's a really close friend's memorial, and it's my mum's birthday today, and she's passed over. And so my nerves have been sort of a little bit over the place. So I actually looked at Louise Hay, You Can Heal Your Life book, and looked up the affirmation to say, a positive affirmation to say for nerves and with problems with nerves. And it says, I communicate with ease and with joy. And so I'm going to be saying that for the next week. And so I'd like you to play, I'd like you to have fun, I'd like you to go out to your sacred place and really spend time in nature connecting for you. So there you go. I've given you some homework, Lisa.
Uh-huh.
Is that all right?
Yes.
All right. I'll leave that with you. Thank you very much for ringing today, and go and have some fun. You're very welcome, darling.
Will. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. Life gets tough, and life gets in the way, and we really find it really hard to give to ourselves. So when we talk about staying in the now and connecting, that means that we stop thinking about other people just for, just as much time as we can. So we've had 2 callers today, and it was both about partners and children and those sorts of things, and they're really important. But at some stage we have to give to ourselves. We have to bring joy into our lives. We have to have a bit of fun. We have to connect, and we have to start thinking about us instead of other people and what we've got to do. So what we do, and I'll repeat it again, what we do is we connect. We breathe in into our heart space, and we breathe out. And that is how you bring the energy back to you. I'm Linda Willow Roberts. Thank you for joining me on A1 Psychic Radio for I'm A Manifestor. You can find me at my Facebook page, I Am A Manifestor Facebook page. You can buy my cards, I'm A Manifestor Magical Oracle cards at whitelightpublishinghouse.com.au. I do a column in Bliss magazine. That app's available. Thank you very much for joining me. I've had a lovely, lovely time chatting to you.